Are there many complete dinosaurs? If you look at the dinosaur fossils that you find, relatively few complete ones, okay? Especially in the UK, if you want to go digging dinosaurs in the UK, and it's a great thing to do, you can find lots of them, but you tend to find they're all in little bits and pieces, okay? There's two reasons for this. Most of the dinosaurs would have been preserved whole. But then what you have is you have a little bit of, movement about in the earth at the end of the flood. That would have broken some of those fossils up. And then what you have is you have them sitting there, and you have erosion and stuff. Ice is a classic one because the water seeps down through the cliffs. It gets into the little cracks and, nooks and crannies of the bone, and then it freezes, and that obviously expands, breaks it. When it melts, they all shatter. And you find, tiny little sort of chunks and bits like this that you can find around the Isle of Wight. This is all dinosaur bone here that I found on the Isle of Wight, just little chunks. Now, I can tell you what that bit's from. That's from an iguanodon dinosaur, and you can tell by the size and the bone structure inside of it. But there's definitely bone, but you've got no idea what dinosaur it's from. Probably iguanodon, but we don't know exactly. So you tend to find these little chunks. But you do find a huge number of complete dinosaur skeletons, okay? So you've got to get it in proportion. In proportion with the dinosaur fossils that we find, relatively few complete ones. In actual number of complete dinosaurs, there's a lot. Certainly enough to be able to do a really good study on complete dinosaurs. And as I was mentioning earlier, most of these dinosaurs are in this funny, it's called the death pose, with the funny head up, related to drowning. But you do find quite a lot of complete dinosaur skeletons. What you also find, you can get some funny stories out of them, because you have found places where you've had a dinosaur being buried and you've got a stream which is going down, eroding that. It catches the head, it takes the head about a mile downstream, and then it takes the jaw even further. And you can actually fit them together like a jigsaw puzzle. They're definitely from the same dinosaur, but they've been found 2 miles apart, right? So you can find the little bits of, you can find a jaw down here and then a bit here and a bit there, and they're all over the place, but relatively few compared to the number of fossils we have, but still a very large number of complete dinosaur fossils. In fact, I'm actually going out to Australia with Creation Research next June, and we're going to be, the big part of the trip is actually to dig up a complete dinosaur fossil that we've found over there. So it'll be great to be able to get out and actually map the drowned dinosaur position and everything as well. So actually do some actual of our own research on this as well.